Hello everyone. The idea of being rejected by your child in old age is a painful thought for many parents. It's a concept that may cause deep emotional turmoil, a sense of isolation, and even a questioning of one's role in life. However, in looking more closely, there can be a hidden blessing in such a situation. The challenges that come with being rejected by a child, whether emotional, physical, or psychological, may open the door to unexpected growth, healing, and a deeper understanding of yourself and your relationship with others. As much as this sounds paradoxical, the painful experience of rejection can ultimately lead to profound opportunities for reflection, self-realization, and personal transformation. This article will explore how a parent can find a sense of blessing in rejection by their child, focusing on spiritual growth, independence, the importance of self-worth, and rediscovery of personal purpose. The nature of rejection and its initial impact. Rejection, particularly by a child in the later stages of life, can be devastating. For many parents, the expectation is that as they grow older, their children will be a source of support, love, and care. When the opposite occurs, when a child distances themselves emotionally or physically, the experience can leave a parent feeling abandoned, rejected, or misunderstood. These feelings often stem from deep-rooted fears of inadequacy, loneliness, and a fear of becoming irrelevant in the lives of those they once cared for deeply. It's important to acknowledge the pain that comes with this kind of rejection. It's not only an emotional rejection, but often an existential one. A parent may start to question their worth, their legacy, and the very purpose of their life after years of nurturing, loving, and supporting their child. This can trigger a profound grief, which may initially overshadow any perceived silver linings. However, upon reflection, this phase of life can serve as an opportunity for parents to reassess their relationship with their child and, more importantly, to reevaluate their own sense of self-worth and purpose. The path to self-discovery and reflection. When faced with rejection, many parents find themselves at a crossroads where they must decide how to move forward. This is an opportunity for deep self-reflection. What can be learned from the experience? How can this situation be reframed in a more empowering light? In old age, many individuals are often already grappling with questions of identity, purpose, and legacy. If a child rejects them emotionally or physically, it may be a catalyst for exploring deeper questions of their own existence. Parents may realize that they've spent much of their life prioritizing the needs of their children, sometimes at the expense of their own needs, desires, and passions. The rejection can prompt them to re-engage with the person they were before becoming parents, rediscovering old hobbies, career aspirations, or interests they set aside in the service of others. This process of rediscovery isn't always easy, but it offers a pathway toward reclaiming personal joy and satisfaction outside of familial roles. It reminds parents that they were once individuals with a rich inner life, and they still are. The rejection by a child, although painful, can force the parent to look inward for validation and find peace in being true to themselves, rather than relying on external approval. Building independence and strength. Another unexpected blessing of being rejected by a child is the forced independence it cultivates. In the modern world, children often become the central support network for aging parents. However, as societal norms shift, many parents are finding that they must rely on themselves and their communities more than ever before. This scenario, while challenging, encourages parents to develop resilience and adapt to a new phase of life. Rather than depending solely on their children for emotional, physical, or financial support, older parents have the opportunity to reconnect with their own strength and capability. In doing so, they may discover a wellspring of inner fortitude they didn't know they had. The rejection can also push parents to form new connections outside of the family sphere. They might reconnect with old friends, build new relationships, or even seek professional help to guide them through their emotions. This may lead to the development of a broader and richer support network, one that is based on shared values and mutual respect, rather than familial obligation. As a result, parents can reclaim a sense of personal agency and autonomy that may have been overshadowed during the earlier stages of parenthood. The healing power of acceptance. It is important to recognize that healing from the pain of rejection requires acceptance. The process involves recognizing that while the rejection is painful, it is not a reflection of the parent's value or worth as a person. Children may reject their parents for a variety of reasons: emotional or mental health struggles, strained relationships, or their own need to establish boundaries. But these reasons do not invalidate the love and effort that a parent has given. By learning to accept the rejection, a parent can begin to heal and release the emotional attachment to outcomes that may never come. Acceptance doesn't mean giving up on the relationship, but it does mean letting go of expectations and allowing the parent to take charge of their emotional well-being. This healing process can bring peace, even in the absence of the relationship parents may have hoped for. In fact, the act of acceptance can be a form of self-compassion that strengthens emotional resilience and promotes growth. Strengthening relationships through boundaries. In some cases, the rejection may actually serve as an opportunity to establish healthier boundaries in the parent-child relationship. If a child is rejecting a parent due to overbearing behavior, a lack of respect for boundaries, or other unhealthy patterns, the experience can prompt a necessary shift. Parents may realize that they need to redefine their role in their child's life, focusing on fostering mutual respect and understanding rather than trying to fulfill their child's needs at the expense of their own. By setting clearer boundaries, parents may open up the possibility for healthier, more balanced relationships in the future. This might mean taking a step back, giving the child space, or even seeking counseling together to address long-standing issues. Sometimes rejection is simply a manifestation of underlying tension or unresolved conflicts that need to be addressed in a more constructive manner. Parents who face rejection can choose to confront these challenges head-on, gaining insight into both their own behavior and the nature of their child's needs. Over time, this can lead to a more honest and fulfilling relationship, one that is grounded in mutual respect and understanding. Spiritual growth and compassion. Beyond the emotional and psychological aspects, the experience of rejection in old age can be an opportunity for spiritual growth. Many parents who face rejection may find themselves turning to their faith or spiritual practices to help them navigate the pain. This spiritual journey may lead them to a deeper understanding of forgiveness, compassion, and the impermanence of life. The spiritual teachings of many traditions emphasize the importance of non-attachment and the ability to accept life as it comes. For example, Buddhist philosophy encourages the letting go of expectations and desires in order to find peace within oneself. In a similar vein, Christian teachings often highlight the power of unconditional love, forgiveness, and acceptance, even in the face of rejection. In these traditions, the experience of rejection can be viewed as an opportunity to deepen one's connection to the divine and to practice compassion for oneself and others. By embracing spiritual growth, parents can find solace and strength that transcends the rejection itself. They may come to understand that their worth is not defined by the approval or love of their children, but by their intrinsic connection to the larger universe and their ability to love without conditions. The legacy of personal growth. Ultimately, Being rejected by a child in old age may lead to the realization that the most important legacy a parent can leave behind is not material possessions or achievements, but personal growth and emotional maturity. Parents who navigate the pain of rejection with grace and resilience may inspire others, including their own children, to face challenges with the same fortitude. The lessons learned through this experience about self-worth, independence, forgiveness, and the ability to adapt become part of the parent's legacy. In embracing the rejection as a catalyst for growth, parents not only heal themselves, but may also model important life lessons for future generations. In this way, rejection can transform into a profound opportunity to teach others how to navigate the inevitable trials of life with wisdom and compassion. While the experience of being rejected by a child in old age can be one of the most painful experiences a parent may face, it also has the potential to be a blessing in disguise. By accepting the rejection, parents can discover a deeper sense of self-worth, cultivate independence, heal emotional wounds, and engage in meaningful spiritual growth. Through these processes, they may find peace, purpose, and a renewed connection to themselves, ultimately creating a legacy that is far more meaningful than anything that could be derived from a child's approval. In the end, the blessing of rejection lies not in the absence of love, but in the transformation it fosters, both for the parent and for those they love. It offers an opportunity for growth, healing, and the development of a deeper, more authentic connection to life itself.